This was a hit job, a political and financial hit job.
Is this a vast left-wing conspiracy?
No, vast, and don't be sarcastic.
Well, Bill O'Reilly got heated in that Today Show interview regarding the sexual harassment claims against him. Well, now the New York Times has an explosive story that O'Reilly paid a staggering $32 million settlement to Fox legal analyst Lise Wheel to settle a sexual harassment claim. O'Reilly's attorney claims the allegations are false.
Well, O'Reilly went on a Times podcast to explain why he agreed to such a massive settlement, but it's what happened after the podcast ended that caught everyone's attention.
This is horrible. It's horrible what I went through. Horrible what my family went through. This is crap, and you know it.
A heated Bill O'Reilly making his final point on the Daily podcast when he thought they'd stopped recording. The Times reporters explained what happened.
So we had lugged the special recorder from the Daily and brought it with us. So we had the high quality audio, and we stand up and we turn off that recorder. We still we're recording on our phones, and it's at that point that he gets as animated as I've ever seen anyone in any type of interview that I've been in.
I'm not going to sit there in a courtroom for a year and a half and let my kids get beaten up every single day of their lives by a tabloid press.
Earlier in the podcast, a more controlled O'Reilly also made this claim.
I've never had one complaint filed against me by a coworker in any human resources department in 43 years.
Megyn Kelly, who worked at Fox for over a dozen years, addressed that claim on her show.
Maybe that is true. Fox News was not exactly a friendly environment for harassment victims who wanted to report, in my experience. However, O'Reilly's suggestion that no one ever complained about his behavior is false. I know because I complained.
Megyn went on to share for the first time an email she sent to Fox News President Bill Shine in November 2016.
I wrote in part, perhaps he didn't realize the kind of message his criticism sends to young women across this country about how men continue to view the issue of speaking out about sexual harassment. Perhaps he didn't realize that his exact attitude of shaming women into shutting the hell up about harassment on grounds that it will disgrace the company is in part how Fox News got into the decade-long Ailes mess to begin with. Bill Shine called me in response to my email promising to deal with O'Reilly. By 8 p.m. that night, O'Reilly had apparently been dealt with. And by that I mean he was permitted, with management's advance notice and blessing, to go on the air and attack the company's harassment victims yet again.
If somebody is paying you a wage, you owe that person or company allegiance. If you don't like what's happening in the workplace, go to Human Resources or leave.
We were unable to reach Fox News for comment. Today, Juliette Huddy, a Fox News anchor for 20 years, spoke out for the first time since she accused O'Reilly of sexually harassing her.
You're just this one person that's about to go up against literally a machine, and it is daunting and it's frightening, and it holds you back from taking action sometimes.
As part of Juliette's settlement with O'Reilly, she signed a non-disclosure agreement limiting what she can say about what happened.
Are you scared today?
I'm terrified. I'm actually terrified, and I don't know why I'm about to cry, but it's difficult. It's difficult. I think people have regrets. I think people have regrets when they sign non-disclosure agreements.
Well, I think there should be no judgment for women that bravely come forward, whether they sign a non-disclosure agreement, whether they settle. Remember when Juliette came forward, there was not many voices behind her.
No, it takes a lot of courage to be out front in front of it.